toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to the home of the Alabama Crimson Tide, Tuscaloosa, Alabama, Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the UNLV rep 3A Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. Returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Using his legs, it's Burrell. Oh, he's got some space. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
There's nothing better than opening drive, coming out as an away team. Everybody's got all that excitement, all that energy, and being able to run the football and physically exert yourself to start a football game.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. To the air, it's Hawkins. Finds his tight end. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Caught in the backfield, it's Burrell. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play. Let's talk for just a minute here about UNLV. You start the season top 25. Clearly expectations are flying your way, but with that might come some roadblocks.
Well, I think you got to take every week and every opponent one at a time. The number beside your name doesn't matter right now. The number matters late in the season. So you want to start the season fast. You want to be gelling on offense and on defense. I think that's the challenge early here.
Absolutely. Figuring out who you are. Obviously some talented pieces, well thought of in the top 25, but a lot of season to go out and prove it. Day one, game one. Make that first impression.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They're going to ride this running back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
And the Rebels with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. Turning it on. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Rebels. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching it. They're on the board first here in the season opener. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the final 41 yards covered by that touchdown strike. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. Dropping back, it's Mack. Step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Let's talk about Alabama. By no means was it a transfer portal exodus. The number of guys they lost among the fewest in the country, but you do wonder if things have just become really transactional in the sport right now.
Well, this is a team that had a lot of success last year, and a lot of their key players want to build off of that. So to me, not a big surprise that these guys decided to stick around.
Yeah, it's cool to see it, man. You don't see a lot of this in college football nowadays. A lot of people leaving. They're doing a good job of retaining their guys. They must have built a really good culture.
They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. Power football with the run. Picks up the first down, still moving. He stopped at the 49 after gaining 10.
First down, physicality wins football games. Being able to run the football and create balance. And right here, just choose up another first down. Gives you another chance to maybe continue to run the football.
And I feel like this guy, too, is just an explosive play waiting to happen. His vision, his quickness, and he's got a burst. If you give this guy just a crease, he's going to hit it. And right now, he's doing some damage on this defense.
Wants to go up top on first down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Edwards. Running with some authority as he bangs his way to the 43. Always nice to have that security blanket of the tight end.
And it's nice to have a tight end that can line up in different areas of the field, too. It's not always going to be in a three-point stance. He can sometimes be in the backfield. You could flex him out into the slot. They might even try to put this guy out at wide receiver in the split end position and see what he can do there, because this guy is a weapon.
They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. If you're going to play Bama tough, you're going to find out really early if you can handle the running game.
Yeah, they're going to check your chin. I mean, they're going to come in and they're going to give you a steady diet of it. Even when they've had great quarterback play and spread the ball out, it's still a physical principle. They're going to make you stop the run. If you can't stop it, it could be a long game.
Makes the grab. They make the stop right at the 30-yard line, but it's a 10-yard pickup and a first down.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
The Crimson Tide looking for a big play to convert on 3rd down. Back to throw, it's Mack. Right down the middle. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
Really nice 3rd down sub-defense there at that time. It's 3rd and long. They're expecting pass, and they're mixing up their looks. They're trying to change the picture pre-snap to post-snap to confuse the quarterback, and now forcing the incompletion, setting up 4th. And
that one took everything he had to sneaking over the crossbar inside the left upright. That'll bring him to within 4.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
This one in play, first snap of the drive from the 25. A run for the quarterback.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed. He's not the biggest guy in the world, so he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
Plenty of distance between him and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Darius is when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on and on. Just elite level recruiting on the defensive line, on the edge, is how they built this dynasty at Alabama.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. He'll pull it down. Can't get him to the ground. He gets it out to the 28-yard line, not enough to pick up the first down.
And now, if this offense could go back, they'd be like, throw it away. You know, don't take the sack earlier in the downs. Offense does, but they got to stay away from those negative plays.
Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This drive will start at their own 27-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Found that space and picked up 6 out to the 33. Alabama with a multitude of options on second and short. Both teams made no secret they wanted to target their big play receivers, and they've done just that in the first. They've swapped into the field, and we're ready to go in the second. To the air, it's Mack. Unloads to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
All right, that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
The Crimson Tide needs to convert on third and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he can't grab the bullet pass on third down.
Third and short like that on your own side of the field, you're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
They punted away on fourth down. Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a first down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Coming out on first down with the play fake. On the run deep down the right side. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better.
So now it's second and long. They'll run play action. Keeps looking downfield. Going to try to get it himself. He'll be forced out of bounds right at the 30-yard line as they try to grind out some room.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
On the option. Across the 45. There he goes. And he froze that defender. He thought he was going to pitch it, kept it himself, and turned it into a big play.
That's the danger as a defense when you're playing against this guy, because you know you're going to see the option. And if you don't have a player dedicated to pursuing and stopping him, he is going to burn you like he did right there. He has elite speed. You saw it on that option play.
They'll move the wide receiver. He'll take it himself. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play. Trying the running game. Let's see if they do it again on second down. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Got it behind the line. It's Sampson. He ended up going backwards on the play, and they will not convert that third down.
Third down is money down. You got to find a way to execute and get the ball out, get it to your playmakers. That was the opposite of that. They got it to their playmakers, and they got absolutely nowhere. Lost yards on the play. Fourth down now upcoming.
Smashes it between the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, every game in the Big Ten so very critical. How about this one today? Oregon has opened up a can right now, and based on what we've seen, I'm not sure anything is going to change. They're up 14 over Iowa. We'll let you know if anything else comes out of Big Ten country from this one. Back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Going right to work up top. He's going for it all. Makes the grab on the left side. Off to the races. Touchdown time. He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got you in stride. These guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he made the extra point without problem. That one's going to get a little star marked beside it on the play sheet. One play, explosive, touchdown just like that. And here's the return. This guy is so dangerous. He excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
And oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. It'd be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
The Rebels have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. To throw, it's Hawkins. Picked off.
Not all DBs make the play at the end, right? They can bat the ball down, they can be in position, but they don't really secure the football. Great job by the DB securing the football and forcing the turnover.
Here comes that Alabama offense. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they breaks into the open. And he slipped through the crowd and he'll house it. Touchdown, Alabama!
And that's his second receiving touchdown of the game. My man is just finding pay dirt. Tell you what, these are the kind of guys that you continue to feature throughout a game when he can do this kind of damage after he catches the football.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That's the kind of drive everybody loves. So see quarterback, one snap, put it in the end zone. And he's going to bring this one out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Rebels offense is back on the field. They'll go to work trailing 17-10 and hoping to put together a productive drive. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. All right, guys, let's chat a little UNLV. Their offseason, just what they were looking for. Top 10 recruiting class. Now they've got to figure out how to best use that talent, Jesse.
Well, not just difference makers in this top 10 class, but they've got some guys that they think can be key contributors both on offense and defense. And in this first game, you know they've got to be excited.
Yeah, and they're probably nervous too, right? Like first big-time stage, big-time moment. A lot of young talent. Let's see how they start their career off.
Well, they're trying to get the big fella the football in the passing game, but they haven't been able to do that yet. He is a really nice target with his size and his athleticism, but him and the QB, they just don't seem to be on the same page right now.
Dropping back, it's Hawkins. Pocket breaking down. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. And the Rebels will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. On the move, looking for a little sliver of hope. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Wide receiver going in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback strolling away from heat. Finds his man. It's Young. Stumbled to the ground.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Oh, he's got some space. Touchdown, Bama! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I bet this coaching staff is jacked up to get this offense firing so fast early in the season, on point. A lot of times it takes time to build the rhythm. It takes time to get it rolling. This offense started the season off with a bang.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. That drive took no time at all. A couple of plays and finished it with a long run for the touchdown. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Fielded in the end zone. It's Jackson. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll give it to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case in there. They try to run the football in the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking for a man. It's Hawkins. Fires to the middle. He's got an open man. Ran right through the defender, and now he's still running. Flying out to the left. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped. This offense needs a little something to feel good about going to halftime. A chance to chip away here on 1st and goal. On the move. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
And you can tell the QB wants to run. He's going to be a big part of the game plan, and the defense really, really understands that. I got to understand, and more importantly, when I get a lick on this cat, I got to take it. Like, not dirty, not cheap shots, but end-of-the plays, when I can be physical and really make him feel me, I think that'll always bode well in a 4th quarter game.
They're going to run it. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone. I only got a yard to go. I got to be physical.
Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Trying to pound it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Rebels.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this 2nd half.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. We'll see them really hit the speed button on the tempo here in the final minute of the 1st half. Wants to throw. It's Mack. That's caught. It's Hampton. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. Guys, you never want to sound the upset alert bell too early, but might be time to at least know where the button is for it.
Know where the button is, and listen, there's no need to panic yet, But if you're the unranked team, just like this, when you're playing a better team, you want to come in and you want to hang around. Hang around, Jesse, and they're doing just that, staying in this game and have a lead.
Yeah, the unranked team, they've been playing with more intensity in this one. And I think if you're a leader right now on the ranked squad, you've got to be talking to your guys and waking everybody up. This coaching staff is going to have to make some halftime adjustments, but they're going to have to give an earful to their guys to come out here in the second half and start making some plays.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Going over the top. He's got it at the 20. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown-saving tackle. They say it's still a game of field position, and that last one just flipped this baby. They've got it 1st and 10 in the red zone. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. He caught it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
You know, there's so many coaches out there in 2-minute situations at the end of the half with the lead that'll just be happy taking the lead into halftime. This guy's staying aggressive, though. Pedal to the metal, David, and you saw it paid off there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and let's finish this half now. Now, we got a nice lead. Built a little bit of a lead, but the defense has to go back out there. There's still a little bit of time, so get that stop to keep that momentum you just got, and everybody will be jacked up at halftime.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. Back to pass, it's Hawkins. Here's a heat. He'll get rid of it. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds.
And there's not very many offensive plays that are going to be successful. If you can rush 3 guys and still get to the quarterback, that's not a good sign for this offensive line.
And let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Caught over the middle. It's Irvin. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
Zone coverage means everybody's looking at the quarterback. So now, when I'm a wide receiver, I got to make sure I know I fit in the hole between these zones. I know where they're dropping to, and I know where I need to get to. Great job by the wide receiver finding that hole, and the quarterback throwing a strike.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Sends it downfield. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with this decision.
So it's 1st down, but with just a few seconds, they'll try to put up a 3 before halftime. He's going to have to break out the thunderfoot on this one, a 57-yard attempt. yards out, and he powers it through the uprights. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. Going to the run to start this second half. Works his way ahead for 3. They'll spot it at the 18.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on! Touchdown time! And the route is on. Boy, did he just scorch that defense with that score.
He shows you all of it, Reese. He's got the speed. He's got the agility. This dude's a big-time playmaker. You just give him the ball, and he'll find different ways to kill you on different plays.
The kick is up and good, and put one more on the lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in a terrific top 15 matchup. Georgia is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the momentum may be turning. These dogs have picked themselves up off the canvas before, and they are capable of it again today. They're trailing by just 4 to Florida State. We'll circle back if anything big happens you should know about.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. UNLV is ready to go back to work on offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Looking to throw, it's Hawkins. Moving out of the pocket. On the move to the right and looking for a big one. He holds it in and nobody's close. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
I got a feeling they went into the half and they talked about how do we create some more explosive plays on offense. First drive, you're trailing. They did exactly that. Nice job by this offense. They're going to need more of them to get back in this football game, but I like the first drive aggressiveness by this offense.
They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Now on the option. He'll pitch it. There he goes. Picks up the first down. Touchdown, Vegas. Great job by the back on the option.
Yeah, and this offense needs a spark, man. Down big. Listen, it's game 1. It's not the end of the world, but we got a deficit. Got to put some drives together. Nice drive here. Now the defense needs to do their part because they got to put this thing in turbo.
He's got it in the end zone for the 2 as they draw a little closer. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And he finished things off with a 32-yard run to the house. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. He finds a dead spot in the middle. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Dropping back, it's Mack. He tries to take the top off. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
This defense will try to force a 4th down on 3rd and short from the 45. He wants to throw it again. Snagged out of the air. Breaks into the open. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2 possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
Just enough room to gain a couple down to the 34.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. The play-action fake. Fires to the right. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on 2nd down, and they'll be left with a 3rd down. The quarterback would love to have that throw back, but at least he'll brag that he overthrew that dude.
my arm strength is elite. You see that? I can overthrow guys that can run like that. Yeah, that's probably not what's coming to mind, but, man, you just want to put it out there. Maybe put a little bit more air underneath it. Not a lot more when you got a guy that fast, but, man, that's probably one he wants back.
Alabama with a lot of ground to cover here on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Mack. With the catch, it's Edwards. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
Man, and we're seeing the tight end used more and more in the passing game. You see him move him inside. You see him move him outside. You see him move him in the box to block people. So here they put him in the slot and just have a nice little pitch and catch session.
And this kicker has had a busy night. The field goal unit is out there for the 3rd time. And he'll need to curl this one in from 44 yards out on the right hash. Splits the uprights right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. They've fallen into a hole here, and they need to start fighting back right now on this drive. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Pulls it in, it's Sampson. Out across the 40 and forced out of bounds at the 42, and now this offense is clicking.
Yeah, and he runs a quick out route, and this is a timing route. Quarterback has to trust him, throw him the football. You can tell they've thrown this a time or two. Nice job, nice success.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. To the air, it's Hawkins. Quickly out to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Secondary walks up on the line, showing press coverage. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
A good job on this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
This offense needs to step into a 3rd down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Got the 1st down and more. And he found plenty of running room on that one before the defense was finally able to get him down.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Right down the middle. Incomplete. And man, is he lucky to get that one back. Defense that close to an interception.
This quarterback has struggled, having already thrown 2 picks. That should have been number 3. Somehow the defender dropped that one. Things not going well for this Q.
They got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
This has been a bit of the story of this game so far, is this quarterback's running ability and whether or not the defense can stop them. They got the play there. They were able to get a sack, rally to him, and get one of the faster quarterbacks you'll see in college football down on the ground. This guy already has over 40 rushing yards in this game, so he has had some success, but I think a big key now moving forward is how does this defense stop him?
With a double-digit deficit here in the 2nd half, they're going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Trying to get behind the defense. Can't complete the long throw, and the defense gets off the field on 4th down.
Great coverage on that 4th down play. Nice job blanketing the receiver out wide. The defense, you could tell, they knew they were going for it. They had a game plan. They get the big stop and turn it over to their offense.
After the pickup of 9, it's 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Crimson Tide can dig into that playbook here on 2nd and short. From the gun, running back on the move. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
We've been treated to an aerial show by these 2 guys so far as you check out their numbers. They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on second down. They'll run it from the gun.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Looking downfield, it's Mack. Throws for the tight end. Got him downfield. Touchdown, Alabama! And the punishment has been extended.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Dynamite matchup in the Big Ten, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Oregon has opened up the playbook, and they are scoring in bunches right now. This offense has been electric. They're up by 35 over Iowa. We'll circle back to this Big Ten battle. If anything big happens, you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Rebels offense is back on the field. Weeks like this are tricky, but you have to respond better than they have, and I would expect they'll take a major hit in the rankings next week. It'll be incomplete. Tried to extend the play, but just couldn't find anybody open.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play.
Oh, he's got some space. And I wasn't sure they were going to be able to catch him. They finally did, but they gave up a huge play.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He's got it.
And this offense has got to kick it in high gear now. Making a big play, that is great, but we got to go up-tempo. We got to go fast. We're trailing big in this ball game. We got to put a lot of drives together and maybe even get lucky with an onside kick.
And the Rebels come to the line with a new set of downs. On the run, it's Burrell. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And how about that defense in the backfield? Nowhere to go right away. You could tell they were playing the run game all the way, and they got in the backfield and got the tackle for loss.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long. That's a big reason why he's throwing multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense. And that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Scanning the field, it's Hawkins. And here's the third interception of the night.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passion, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this team.
Here comes that Alabama offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Smashes through the tackle. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And he finally breaks one. They get rewarded. They've been trying to run the football, Palmer, but just haven't had success all day.
Yeah, and the staff never gave up on him, too, right? They kept giving him opportunities, and maybe that's the run that starts to open things up here later in this game for this guy.
He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the...
Intercepted. Guess even a Heisman Trophy contender can have a miscue. Looking for more room. Touchdown UNLV. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
Love to see the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense a little bit more confidence.
And they'll try to tack on two. Trying to slam in. He's into the end zone for the two-point conversion, and they shave a couple more off of this lead. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Guys, here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out, not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to throw. It's Mack. Catch in the middle. It's Hampton. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down.
I think most offensives around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. They drag him down behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that hasn't happened very often. He has had a tremendous night. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Gets the back moving. Gonna swing it on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Snagged in the middle. It's Hampton. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line.
Surprising, not going to lie. You've got a big lead like this late in the game, and you're still throwing for it and being aggressive. But, hey, man, it's working. And if it's working, keep calling it, I guess.
Yeah, it's make or break time for this defense now. They got to get a stop. And if that's bringing more bodies in, bringing more beef in, they're running the football right up the gut, right at you. They're not going to throw the football in this situation. Time to be more physical and get this big stop.
Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and this offense just a couple of minutes away from putting one in the win column. Alabama with a multitude of options on 2nd and short. Here we go. Snap it to the back. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Alabama needs just a few inches here on 3rd down. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. Now well within striking distance as that 3rd down play gets them a first at the 29.
That's got to be demoralizing if you're the defense. You're trailing. You need to get the ball back. You got to get off the field, but you can't stop the run when they're going between the tackles. This defense is going to have to get a lot more physical, especially in the middle.
Touch pass on the run. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that edge, especially when this guy's full speed ahead coming around the outside.
Looking for a crease. It's Young. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Quick timeout call by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Their work here is virtually done. No need to take any more chances. They'll line up in victory formation. Looks as if the Tide will punt it away.
In punt formation to kick it away.
They kick it away on 4th down. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Hawkins. Lets it fly. The pass is incomplete and the clock will stop with 5 seconds left.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the 4th quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Here's the pressure. And they got him. Didn't have much of a chance on that one, and a fitting way to put a capper on this game. It's really the most common type of upset we see every year. The home field advantage is so big, and especially when you have a ranked team come to town, they love to play spoiler.
Yes, and what needed to happen happened in this football game. Something good to happen early to get the belief and to get this crowd involved. And when the crowd gets involved, Jesse, it changes the game, and I think it had a lot to do with the outcome today.
I agree. I'll tell you, regardless whether this team is ranked or unranked, when their home crowd is like they were today, they're tough to beat, period. And you know this crowd and these fans, they're going to be celebrating this win for days and days to come.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA